Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Happiness Chat. Happiness springs from doing good for others, said Plato centuries ago. There are umpteen quotes on this, but is there any scientific evidence to support this? Well, the answer is yes. Much research has been done and considerable data gathered that reveals that happy hormones and endorphins are secreted when we do acts of kindness, when we give, when we volunteer. Ralph Waldo Emerson put it across so well when he said, "The purpose of life is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to make a difference that you have lived and lived well." My guest today is an incredible lady, Shobika Kalra. She was diagnosed with a rare degenerative muscular disorder called Friedreich ataxia at the age of 13. Shobika was a topper in school, be it academics, sports, or extracurricular activities. But the diagnosis of her disorder changed her life forever. She was compelled to drop out of regular school because the senior classrooms were on the second floor and she could not climb the stairs. Not being one to give up, she pursued distance learning from another institute. She went on not only to finish her school, but also her college and earned a bachelor's degree in business management and master's in psychology. Shobika may be wheelchair bound since she was 18, but that didn't stop her from doing some phenomenal work. She has built over 1,000 ramps across the UAE as she can identify places that need to be wheelchair friendly. Her efforts are completely in line with the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Prime Minister of UAE and ruler of Dubai, to make Dubai the most disabled friendly city in the world this year. To give you a true picture of what I'm talking about, let me show you a short video. Okay, this is my first time that I'm trying to do these things. So in case if I goof up, please pardon me. We have muted it so that there's no sound disturbance. So let's try. Ooh, I managed it. That's great. It was so good to see the wonderful work that you do, Shobika. A very warm welcome to you to the Happiness Chat. It is so good. It was wonderful to see the great work that you do, Shobika, and a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Shilpa, so much. Thank you for inviting me here. And thank you so much. It's like a big honor.
Thank you. The honor and pleasure is all mine. Let me jump into the amazing stuff that you do, Shobika. My first question to you would be that people are normally so busy, they are so consumed in their own life that they don't look beyond that. What is commendable is that being in a wheelchair, you want to do so much for making life easier for other wheelchair people. Tell me what motivates you to do this commendable work.
As you know, Shilpa, about a little bit about my school life. I was doing very well in school, in academics and otherwise. Yeah, and you know, like, sorry,
No worries.
we do it.
No worries. Please carry on.
Okay. Yeah, as you know, I was doing very well in school, academics and otherwise. So I thought like my life is all set. I know everything. But I didn't even know that people on the wheelchair exist. And what is it like to live with a disability? Like all this was completely new to me. So I just felt like, there's no awareness that, I feel like, there should be more awareness that there are people on the wheelchair about their struggle. So I think this was my motivation. And like I've even heard people say that, oh, poor thing, she won't get married. This is like no one's business if I will get married or not. So all these things that led me to, I thought there was a need for awareness. But all this and like people who have a disability, they are not the only people, who are going through a lot. I feel like even their families go through a lot along with them because of accessibility. When they'll be able to access more places, your families also will be happy. Yeah.
Of course, you're so right, Shobika. I mean, the family suffers as much and goes through as much as the person goes through. And I must say, full credit to your family to be so supportive, to let you go out and do this work, because I'm sure they have their own apprehensions, but they encourage you. And I think because of that, you're doing this great work that you do. My next question to you, you work closely with the Roads and Transport Authority in Dubai for building the ramps wherever they are needed. How has your experience been working with RTA and the other organizations in Dubai?
Yeah, actually, I used to go to university by using the metro. So I identified that the metro station is wheelchair accessible, but the footpath to enter the metro station is not accessible. So I found out about the metro station that I always use. And then I went around the city and found out all the places, all the metro stations whose footpaths are not wheelchair accessible to enter the metro station. And then I went and told RT about it. And RTA were nice enough to convert them.
Fantastic, fantastic. Actually, I use a walker too, Shobika, when I go out of the house. And that is like I actually have a roadmap in my mind when I step out. I know, okay, there's one step there is one ramp here, then I have to do this, then I have to do that. So in my mind, I have a tailor made plan. I know exactly where I need help and where I don't need help. And what you said, that the metro has a ramp, but what about getting onto the pavement to reach the metro? that ramp on the road is so important. It may be only one step, but how will you use the metro if you can't get into the metro station? So I'm really happy that you do this amazing work with RTA, because also I think, the wheelchair people, they don't manage to go out sometimes because the infrastructure is not so good. So they find it difficult, if not impossible, to maneuver their way through in life. And I think, with the work that you are doing, you're going to make it easy for them. You're trying to create a barrier free world. So I mean, that is just amazing. I can just completely relate to it. Awareness is definitely the first step. You're doing such great work to spread this. And for all the other people who will be listening to this chat, I want to let them know that in 2016, a law was passed introducing the term people of determination to describe the people who were formerly special needs. This law protects the right of people with special needs and guarantees them the right to live with dignity. So, from disabled to special needs to people of determination, we can see how the progress has been made in the awareness, in the respect, and the mindset. I personally love this term, people of determination. It gives just so much respect, it gives a dignity to the people. And I think that is just amazing. I heard you do this fantastic work of building the ramps, and you also have a beauty blog. How did you get into this?
When I was first diagnosed with Friedrich's ataxia, because there was no awareness, people thought something is wrong with me. They just stopped speaking to me. So I didn't know what am I supposed to do then. I had a passion for beauty and all. I thought, why not use my time for that? That's how the beauty law grew.
Well, I have to do hats off to you. First of all, you're a beautiful person inside and outside. Okay. And in the COVID times, when people are looking at, what to do with their time, how beautifully you were in your own kind of a shell at that time, coming to deal with your situation, but how well you use the time, whether it was these natural recipes of, putting yogurt and all these kind of lemon juice and olive oil and all those kind of things. I mean, a fantastic utilization of time, to actually add beauty to the world. So that is really, really commendable. I find the most striking thing about you is your smile. So tell us the secret of that lovely smile and how to be positive.
I think my smile is because I'm genuinely very happy, and the way to be genuinely happy, at least for me, is by making sure people around you are equally happy. And if you can do that, then the smile comes automatically.
You said it so well. My God, I completely agree with you on this, because I think the beauty of happiness is that when it is shared, it multiplies. And the happiness you get when you make others happy is just many, many folds. It's not just you sitting and having your favorite dessert. That is a small happiness. But when you do such great stuff for people and you make them, and happiness, one definition of happiness is also freedom. So what you're doing is you're making the people with limited mobility enjoy more freedom. By building these ramps, they can go to places which earlier were not accessible. They can enjoy the family time with their family members. They don't have to be in isolation, because earlier the infrastructure was not good. So this is I can truly appreciate that your smile comes from the wonderful work that you do, because you make so many people happy. And I think added to this is that now you're taking your the fantastic work that you do to the next level, you're also making an app. So you want to tell us something about your app?
Yeah, Big Angels launching an app. It's called Hey Pod. Hey, People of Determination. So it's like a community for the people of determination. Like it provides them better access, and it's like empowering to them to better access and even career opportunities. And we are broadening our horizons to cognitive impairment, visual impairment, hearing impairment, and mobility impairment. And I think it's going to be like it's going to be very empowering for them. Yeah.
That is just
And
so
it'll be available for download in Q1 2021.
super. This is such an amazing initiative that you're doing, taking everything to the next level. And I think that the benefits that they are going to flow will be just simply brilliant. So, for everybody else, the great work being done by Shobika can be seen on her Facebook, Twitter, Insta, and LinkedIn page. Please do Google search her and join her in making this world a better place for one and
And
all.
can I add one more thing?
Please do.
Yeah, the HeyPod is not only mine, it's a whole team that is working for it. Like we have wonderful volunteers and all who are helping me and my elder sister to do the work. It's a teamwork.
Definitely, definitely.
It's
I
not
think,
only me.
yes, it's not only you. But I get the strong feeling that you are the inspiration and the motivating factor that leads the team. Of course, we all need team, we all need support, but you are, I think, the guiding angel, if I can say that. So, the year 2020 is an unprecedented one and tough one for sure. What message would you like to give to the world?
Just believe in yourself, That is the only thing that counts. You can, you can beat any situation or anything if you believe in yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is, I think, the most important thing. And in this year, we have to believe in ourselves that yes, we can overcome COVID and such kind of situations. Of course, we've never dealt with it before, but if we believe in ourselves, I am sure we can. So, happiness to me means a lot of things. One of them is also freedom to do what I want. And, Shobika, I want to share with you that last year I had gone to Europe, and this was in Prague. I got a mobility scooter, okay, a four wheeler. So I mean, you were not going to fall off the scooter. It had a small trolley in front. I could put my handbag, my shawl, and all. And I was roaming around the length and breadth of Prague for 12 to 14 hours a day. I was so happy. I was not tired at all. I mean, 12 noon to 12 midnight. And then I said, it is the freedom of movement. I saw all the tourist spots. I did everything which all the people walking around me very fast were doing. So that was happiness for me at that point of time. Tell me, what does happiness mean to you?
Happiness means, just seeing people around me happy. I think that's what happiness means to me. Just making sure everyone is happy and comfortable where they are.
When I read your story, Shobika, and when I speak to you, I am reminded of Helen Keller's quote that true happiness does not come from self gratification. Instead, it comes from fidelity to a worthy cause. So, seriously, hats off and salute to the great work that you do. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for joining me today in the Happiness Chat. We can learn so much from you, doing such remarkable community service in spite of your challenges. I have been so inspired, and I am sure everyone who sees this chat will be too.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shilpa. Thank you for inviting me here. Really liking this.
It's been such a pleasure, such an honor. And this is for everybody else. Runners can get an adrenaline rush by running a mile. But for people, be it Shobika or myself, we cannot get the runner's high. But we can still get the helper's high by helping others because the same endorphins will flow. So let's ask ourselves, how can we help? There is always something each one of us can do. So let's figure that out and get high on life. Until we meet again, be happy, be safe. Thank you.